Put up some slides with some of your companies here. You've started one or two in your time. So, you know, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Records. I guess it all started with a magazine called Student, and then yes, all these other ones as well. I mean, how do you do this?
I read all these sort of TED instructions. You must not talk about your own business and this. And now you asked me, so I suppose you're not going to be able to kick me off the stage since you asked the question. So,
it depends what the answer is. But.
No, I mean, I think I learned early on that if you can run one company, you can really run any companies. I mean, companies all about finding the right people and inspiring those people, drawing out the best in people, and I just love learning, and I'm incredibly inquisitive, and I love taking on the status quo and trying to turn it upside down. So I've seen life as one long learning process, and if I see, if I fly on somebody else's airline and find the experience is not a pleasant one, which it wasn't 21 years ago, then I'll think, well, maybe I can create the kind of airline that I'd like to fly on, and so got one sort of second-hand 747 from Boeing and gave it a go.
Well, that was a bizarre thing, because you made this move that a lot of people advised you was crazy, and in fact, in a way, it almost took down your empire at one point. I had a conversation with one of the investment bankers who, at the time when you basically sold your Virgin Records and invested heavily in Virgin Atlantic, and his view was that you were trading, the world's fourth biggest record company for the 25th biggest airline, and that you were out of your mind. Why did you do that?
Well, I think that there's a very thin dividing line between success and failure, and I think if you start a business without financial backing, you're likely to go the wrong side of that dividing line. We were being attacked by British Airways. They were trying to put our airline out of business, and they launched what's become known as the Dirty Tricks campaign. And I realised that the whole empire was likely to come crashing down unless I chipped in a chip. And in order to protect the jobs of the people who work for the airline and protect the jobs of the people who work for the record company, I had to sell the family jewelry to protect the airline. And
post Napster, you're looking like a bit of a genius, actually, for that as well.
Yeah, as it turns out, it proved to be the right move. But it was sad at the time, but we moved on.
Now, I mean, you use the Virgin brand a lot, and it seems like you're getting synergy from one thing to the other. What does the brand stand for in your head?
Well, I mean, I like to think it stands for quality. That if somebody comes across a Virgin company, that
they're not quality, Richard. Come on now, everyone says quality.
But I was going to move on. It's, I mean, we have a lot of fun, and I think the people who work for it enjoy it. As I say, we go in and shake up other industries, and I think we do it differently, and I think that industries are not quite the same as a result of Virgin.
I mean, there are a few launches you've done where the brand maybe hasn't worked quite as well. I mean, Virgin Brides? What happened there?
We couldn't find any customers.
I was actually also curious why. I mean, I think you missed an opportunity with your condoms launch. You called it Mates. I mean, couldn't you have used the Virgin brand for that as well? Virgin no longer, or something?
Again, we may have had problems finding customers. I mean, often when you launch a company and you get customer complaints, you can deal with them. But about 3 months after launching the condom company, I had a letter of complaint, and I sat down and wrote a long letter back to this lady apologising profusely, but obviously there wasn't a lot I could do about it. And then 6 months later, or 9 months after the problem had taken, I got this delightful letter with a picture of the baby asking if I'd be godfather, which I became. So all worked out well.
Really?
Again. Yes.
You should have brought a picture. That's wonderful. So just help us with some of the numbers. I mean, what are the numbers on this? I mean, how big is the group overall? What's total revenue?
It's about $25 billion now in total.
And how many employees?
about 55,000.
So you've been photographed in various ways at various times, and you know, never worrying about putting your dignity on the line or anything like that. What was that? Was that real?
Yeah, it was launching a megastore in Los Angeles, I think. No, I mean, I think...
Is that your hair?
No.
What was that one?
Dropping in for tea.
Okay. Brilliant.
That was quite fun. That was a wonderful car boat launch.
Oh, that car that we actually there was a Tedster invented that, I think. Is that, could you still pause on that one actually for a minute?
It's a tough job, isn't it?
I mean, it is a tough job. You know, when I first came to America, I used to try this with employees as well, and they have these different rules over here. It's very strange.
The lawyers say you mustn't do things like that. But
I mean, speaking of which, tell us about
Pammy. We launched. Mistakenly thought we could take on Coca-Cola, and we launched a cola bottle called the Pammy, and it was shaped a bit like Pamela Anderson. But the trouble is, it kept on tipping over. But